And hey there, everybody. We are back. I'm joined again by a reoccurring guest, which he might be permanent at this point. I am joined here by Shaner64. How we doing, buddy?
I am doing great. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah. How's the pup doing? I see him. He's like, "What's going on here? What's
He's
he's?"
squirming here. His little head there.
He's like, somebody pay attention to me. Someone love me."
He's on me all the time, so I'm like his god to him.
Hey, they always say no one's ever as happy to see you as your dog is. So,
That's right.
yeah, that's why we love pups. But we are here today for very important business. Today is a monumental day for Side Banter. We're doing a top 10 N64. Now, so this will probably be a controversial list because narrowing down that console to just 10 games is going to be hard. But I think it'll be a fun discussion. But before we get into that, what have you been playing, my man? What's going on with you currently?
Well, I was up till about, I think, 2 a.m. last night, this morning, whatever.
Whoa.
I was playing Glover.
That's actually awesome.
People are like, what were you up late playing? I was playing fucking Glover, all right?
Leave me alone. Don't judge me.
They did it on PS5.
Did they?
I don't know if it's even I have a physical version of it. Limited Run did it, of course.
Ugh,
Yeah,
them.
but I couldn't find it anywhere. I found it on eBay for like $50. So I was like, whatever. So I bought it, and now I see it's gone up a little more since then. So I'm glad I got it. But it is better than the original in sense of controls. I mean, it's still awful. The game is still badass awful in controls. Like, you cannot control that fucking thing worth a damn. But I was trying to platinum it, which I did. I platinum it like at 2:30 in the morning. So I 100%ed it, but it was rough, and I would have did it sooner, but I was so pissed. I was so determined to finish it. So around 1 a.m., I was right near the end. I had like one more thing to do, and once I did this last thing, they all would have popped instantly. Well, all of a sudden, my screen went to the PlayStation error, and I was
No.
like, "The fuck!" I was like, "The fuck is this?" And it said like, report the PlayStation. I was like, "Okay, whatever." I'll go back to the game and finish it. I went back. It didn't save any of the ending stuff I did, and I don't know why, because it's supposed to auto save, and I'm like, So I legit had to go back and play over like 10 levels basically of
Oh, I
hell.
snapped.
And I already was already frustrated doing these levels, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So I'm like, "I'm gonna do this." I was so determined. It was like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock, and I'm like, "I'm done." I don't think I'll ever play Glover again in my life. I will say that. I
Was
was
it?
so determined.
Wasn't there a sequel? Isn't there a Glover too?
They were supposed to be back in the
Oh,
64, and then it got canceled, and the whole thing and kind of go to hell. I
huh.
mean, supposedly, if you look it up online, I think there is like someone leaked it. What are they called? Like the build for it or whatever. Like it's
Yeah.
out there. Like, it was meant to be, and then the whole thing they ended up scrapping it last minute. So it never actually
Wow.
got a release. But I think it was almost to the point of being done.
I swear I remember as a kid seeing Glover 2 like previews for it in like in a magazine like
Yeah, you
EGM or
probably
some
did.
shit.
Like I said, if you go back and look, I don't know if we're gonna do like a Mandela effect here, but I mean, it was supposed to happen.
I feel like it is a Mandela effect. Like I'm like I swear I remember seeing this, so I just assumed Glover 2 was like a thing.
There's also it was on the PS1 back in the day, and it seemed like
Yeah.
the PS1 versions to like the easier like glitch version. Like, you could legit go off sides of cliffs on the PS1 one, and it won't kill you. It'll just like put you back on the balance. The N64 one's the brutal one, which adds up the PS5 one is. It's the N64 version. It is.
Oh wow.
It is. It's just insane. Like,
I
first of all,
remember.
the controls
Yeah.
are awful. That's the best way to put it. They are awful, and like when you get on the ball, it reverses everything too, and it's like, oh my fuck, it's just so frustrating. And like,
Uh,
I don't think I've gotten that mad at a video game in a long time. And like I
that's
said, I'm done with
amazing.
it now. I platinum it. I'm done. I'm probably never playing Glover in my life again. So Glover
I
64.
remember.
Sorry.
I remember seeing Glover like and thinking like, oh, that looks cool. And then I just never got it. And then I remember thinking, I thought it was N64 exclusive. I didn't know it had a PlayStation version.
Yeah, no one really knew about that one. It didn't get much love. It was a 64 one everyone had. I don't think the PS1 one even sold well.
Yeah.
Because like
Nah, it's just
I heard
yeah.
about it from, I think it was my uncle or someone had it, and I'm like, the hell's this game? And like, I thought it was so cool, and I remember going to Walmart or whatever to buy it, and it was like $20. It was like a budget title back
Hell
then.
yeah.
And I ended up picking it up, and I'm like, wow, this is like, back in the day, it would have been what's the word for it? A hidden gem. Back in the day, back in the
Uh,
90s, it was a fun game
yeah.
to play. Now you play it today, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
this
like
hasn't aged well.
it didn't age well at all. I mean, the story's okay. I mean, it's a typical platformer. Like, it tried to be like a Mario 64. It's just they failed. pretty bad. But that's what I was up late playing. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna start. I was thinking of what games to start tonight. I might start. It's called Gory and the Cuddly something Carnage.
Oh, okay.
You're like this cat like on a skateboard hoverboard thing, and like you destroy all these like cute looking zombie things. I have a physical one. I found it just press play. I have it sitting
That's
on my
awesome.
PS5. I
Huh.
was thinking about trying that out, and I have a few other on my back burner. Oh God, I got tons of games, and
Yeah.
I've been building my GameCube collection. I'm up to 110 GameCube games now. So
That's an interesting system to collect for. Which that's definitely going to be a future episode of top 10 GameCube.
yeah, I mean I can really do that one too. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff on GameCube, and that's the thing. I think finally in the past couple years, it's getting the love it deserves.
Yeah.
For years there, it did not get attention. Oh, no one really cared about it, and then now it's kind of like I think a lot of people who grew up with it as a kid. I mean, it was kind of a little ahead of my. I mean, my kid era was more 64, Super Nintendo, so
Yeah.
GameCube was more kind of my teenage years. So I
Yeah.
still liked it, but I wasn't like obsessed with it. I still played it.
It's weird because I feel like the GameCube era, because like the GameCube didn't sell well, that's what like that was like Nintendo's Joker moment for a hot minute there, where they're like, "Oh, we don't really need third party or like the most powerful system because nobody gives a fuck. So we're just gonna put the Wii out and fucking appeal to
Mhm.
your grandmother and sell 100 mils." So it's like,
The same way with those little discs too, the little discs they did,
yeah, I
and
always
that
thought
was
that
all.
was weird.
No, they
Yeah,
did it because they didn't want people copying them.
yeah, like the Dreamcast, where you just rip them fucking games
Yep, that was
off.
actually response to doing this little disc. It was copyright issue because they didn't want people making copies of them and selling them. So they thought if they make a different style disc, it'll be harder for people to copy them.
Yeah, that,
And
that
that,
makes
and that
sense.
is true. How many fake GameCube games do you see out there? I mean,
None.
I
Yeah,
see fake GameCube cases. You can fake a case,
yeah,
but like
yeah,
the
but not
actual
the
disc,
game.
you're not gonna fake a disc.
Now, my favorite thing about that system is the random handle they put on the back of it for whatever reason. I was
Oh, they
like,
did that so you can carry it to your friend's house.
but why would you carry it like that?
That's what we used to
Like,
do. I
just
remember.
walking around with my GameCube.
Yep, I have my OG black one. I got it at launch because all my friends got a purple one.
Yeah,
That was the only two colors they had was purple and black. And then like I got a black one because all my friends got purple, and I thought, okay, I don't want to get mine mixed up with theirs, so I got a black one. I was like the only one out of the whole group that got a black one. Like I had 8 friends who got one at launch with me, and they all had purple ones, and I was
I
like the
had a black
oddball.
one.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah,
oddball shape. So at least I knew which one
yeah.
was mine all the time, though. When we
Right,
took,
but the black one was just like so sharp. I remember like seeing that black one, like, "Ooh, gotta get black." And then the other one that they had that was tempting, like towards the end of the life cycle, was that silver one.
yeah, the platinum one, and a
Yeah.
lot of like really like I've been watching like sorry, I got a Paul here in front of me. He's like right down in front of me, laying. I'm rubbing his belly, but they did a lot of like really odd ones too. Like, and the thing was when they did odd ones, all they did was replace the little circle on top and change it with something else. So like there's a
Yeah,
Tales of Symphonia one that was a Japan exclusive,
of course it was. Yeah,
and it was like a platinum color, like that silver. But all they did was the little circle on top
yeah,
shows
the
like
gem.
Symphonia. Yep, and then same way with there's a couple other random ones. Like there's some baseball team one they did, and like just random shit.
Right.
So much.
Now, now, do you remember feeling like a cool kid when you, for the first time, you held Z and you got the different fucking startup where it's like the I forget what I don't even describe that, but
It
it's
sounds
like
like a rubber ball.
yeah,
Going back to Glover, yep. They're going nuts kicking his
yeah,
around.
yeah. I just remember that like, oh, this is so cool. And then like I feel like everyone does it like when they have a friend over, thinking their friend doesn't know about it, and everyone's just like, oh yeah. It's like that "did you know" thing that like people do. Like, oh, did you know this? Like,
Yeah.
did you know Pac-Man is short for Paku Paku? Like that stupid fucking fact everyone knows. So, anything else you've been playing besides Platinum and Glover, buddy?
That's been my hell for the past week. I see you, buddy. Uh, Honestly, I haven't started anything else recently. Like I said, I've been kind of trying to think of what to start next because I knew I
Mm,
was getting towards the end of that, and I'm like, I gotta start something now. I don't
okay,
know.
I got you.
I've been thinking of what to start. Yeah, that's like I said. I might start that gory game. Gosh, I can't think of really. I mean, we were playing Split Fiction a little bit.
Yeah,
I was playing that, which I was all right. And the only thing though, it was so frustrating the way they did the co-op in it because like you had to invite a friend, and I invited Heather on her PC on Steam and stuff on like the EA
yeah.
thing. The EA thing is so broken how it works.
Mm,
I'm not a fan of that at all. So we kind of got frustrated and stopped that for now.
I got you. I got you. Yeah, that game looks good. I want to try it at some point.
It's fun. It's just, I don't know. It's different.
Hmm. Yeah, it's from the same dev that did It Takes Two and what's the other one, A Way Out, like the same
Yeah,
people, I
all
believe.
the same team. It basically just
Yeah,
that's all they did. They're changed with story
yeah,
characters.
right. No, they make good stuff. Um, so I've been playing Ori and the Blind Forest, which
Ooh,
I love a good Metroidvania, man. Like
what
for
are you
some
playing?
reason,
Xbox or Switch?
Xbox. Yeah, because I have it physically for Xbox. Um,
Ugh.
but I just love a good Metroidvania, and I didn't realize like I always heard the hype about this game, like kind of brushed it off. Then I played it, and this game is fucking great. Like I actually love this game. So there's not much else to say about it. Like the art style's cool, but it's a Metroidvania, and I think that's a genre whether either you like them or you don't. Like it's kind of one of those. I don't know. It's one of those things like you just like them or you don't. But great game.
They're really you gotta be into them to do them. A lot of
They
people,
just scratch a certain itch where I just love the exploration. Like, oh, what's that way? What's that way? Like finding all the abilities and
and that's
sequence breaking is always one of my favorites.
I always go off the beaten path and kind of search. And if I
Yeah.
and I regret, I'm like, well, what could have been there?
You know what's weird though? I love Metroidvanias, but I've never beaten Super Metroid.
Here's a kicker: I've never played Super Metroid.
Whoa! How does that happen? You're the Nintendo guy.
Yeah, I played it. I actually here's another kicker: I've never played a Metroid game.
Oh, okay. So you're just not a Metroid guy. Okay.
I mean, I have Metroid Prime 1 and 2 on GameCube. I have 3 on Wii. I have the remastered on Switch, the physical they did on the first one.
Which
I don't
that
even,
is a fucking great remaster, by the
it's
way.
actually still sealed. I didn't even open the thing. Um,
Mm.
and I think that's it. I don't have the NES one or Super Metroid or like Other M, the spin-off ones, and
You don't need other rep. We don't talk about that
or the 3DS
one.
that was all goofy and
Samus Returns. I loved Samus Returns.
well, there's another one when they're in the mech suits.
Oh, that one's stupid. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't talk about that one. That's Federation
Well,
Force.
Samus Returns wasn't that supposed to be like a spiritual sequel to Super?
It was well, no, it was a remake of the Game Boy one. So Samus Returns was originally
Oh,
was a Game Boy game,
that's right. I knew it was something like.
and, and if you got it at launch, it came with the reversible Game Boy cover art. Looks great. Looks
Yeah,
fucking great.
all about that one actually.
Yeah.
That's
Then you got
kind
to get Metroid Dread, man.
that's been kind of my like to do like since I've been in my GameCube lately and like playing some stuff. I was thinking about doing the first Prime and doing it, and
See,
I
I
got it.
would recommend playing the remaster.
Oh, is it that much better?
Oh my god, yeah. I was just playing it last night. Literally, booted it up, and it runs buttery smooth. It's so good. I forgot how good Metroid Prime was. Like I remember playing it on GameCube, and like it's a Metroid game, but that's actually like a badass first person shooter. Like, and I don't think that game gets its flowers, but I'm super excited for Prime 4. By the way,
Oh, in Metroid Pinball, I played that.
yeah, that game rules. I love a good Metroid pinball
And
game. But yeah,
Hunters, I
big Metroid guy.
agree with my DS.
There you go.
On the first Hunter, whatever. I
Uh,
still have a little cartridge that came with the system.
yeah, playing on your Nintendo Wi-Fi connection. Did you give out your friend code?
Funny story to that. So when we got our DSs, I got them at launch. It was me and two of my close friends in school, and we all had those bulky silver ones. When it came out,
Oh
like,
yeah.
and we thought it was the most revolutionary thing ever because at the time, you could never play games online like
Right.
in
Not
public.
Nintendo games anywhere.
And then I remember we were in our one class and like we had like free time to do whatever, so we got our DSs out and like he was pretty cool, the teacher, like he didn't care. So
Yeah.
like actually we're playing Mario Kart DS and we all connected in the room. So
Yeah.
it was all three of us playing like in a schoolroom, and I thought that was the most revolutionary thing ever. I'm like, this is peak.
Yeah. So funny thing, I remember when the DS launched. Like I had a silver one as well, and we all did Picto Chat. Now
Yep, that
it
too.
took all of maybe 5 minutes for someone to draw a dick.
Oh, it's tradition. It's like every secret graffiti somewhere. There's got to be one somewhere.
Right, yeah, someone's just gonna draw a dick. Yeah, no. Shout out to the DS. That's another system. We're gonna probably end up doing a lot of these top tens on Nintendo consoles because I feel like their systems just lend themselves so well to this discussion. Um, Especially like for us old heads now, where that's all where the nostalgia is in the Nintendo system. So,
And
other God,
it's kind of off topic too, but I was watching your video recently. That was a plug. Go back and watch the Switch reaction video with
Yeah.
yeah, watch that. So I was watching that the other night, and did I call it or what about maybe not having physical cartridges?
Yeah, yeah, you did. Sure as shit, there it was.
I was legit, and I'm like, I remember telling you that, but I was scared. Saw that, and I'm thinking, I don't know. See me, that's a turn off when I saw that. That some of the games that when you put the cartridge in, it's just a download basically. And now I saw the Nintendo first party stuff isn't, but like Mario Kart, the DK one, I saw that's fun.
Yeah.
It's just like all the third party games are pretty much downloads. And I don't know,
Which,
like I'll be honest, I'm mainly buying the first party anyways if I get.
yeah, that's where I'm like, yeah, yeah. With the Switch 2, there were like I said in the show, there were things I really liked, and there were things I fucking despised. And overall, I thought it was good. Like, I don't know if I'm there day one. I don't think that's a necessity.
Same.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'll probably maybe when more shit comes out that I'd actually want to play.
Or maybe
Because yeah,
because you know at first
um,
shit show to get that thing.
right. But I do like the way they're migrating their like upgrade program. So if you have the Switch Online, it'll just be a free upgrade. If you already have the game on Switch, I think that's pretty cool. Versus like what Sony does, even though I don't think Sony charging $10 is like unreasonable. But yeah, I thought that was cool. But yeah, I'm not really like 90 or what is it? If you buy the bundle, at Mario Kart ends up being 50. But I like Mario Kart, but I'm not a big Mario Kart guy. Like that's not a system. That's not a system seller to get me there day one. Really.
I hear you. See, my thing.
Do they have a franchise that would get you there day one? Like, had they announced
Oh,
this game, would you be? Huh?
of course,
Donkey Kong is
you
it?
know,
Yeah.
guy. But see,
Yeah.
my with that is in all of his presentations, and I ask, where's Diddy Kong? So if you look in the Mario Kart, they showed the whole like roster of who's on it.
I thought I saw Diddy.
He's not in
No,
there. And
is he in jail?
if you look at the game, they haven't showed Diddy once yet.
Huh.
I'm getting scared, and I wonder if it's because of the whole controversy thing with another person named Diddy.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying
Yeah.
about this recently, and I wonder if they're trying to just get away from that. And I thought,
That'd
oh,
be wild.
because I mean, to me, he's one of my favorite Nintendo characters.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god, I hope they don't. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I had this feeling that I was thinking about that, and I'm like,
Diddy got Diddy canceled.
kind of like Nintendo doesn't want to use the name because you know it could bring bad press. You know, if it shows it and you see his name, the kids are like Diddy Kong, you know, and then it's gonna.
That'd be brutal because Diddy Kong's probably my favorite Kong. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Him and Dixie, I love the two of the boyfriend.
Yeah.
But like, I love them, and it's like, and I don't know though because I feel like he might, unless they're kind of giving him like a kind of back burner treatment.
Yeah.
But they're kind of just, you know, waiting for this whole thing to kind of calm down a little more and cool down. Because, like I said, I didn't see him anywhere. And and DK's new design, I don't know if I'm all for it.
Yeah, I didn't like that. He looked weird.
Yeah, they're trying more like an original kind of 80s.
Yeah.
And like before Rare did it. And that's kind of like, I don't know. Growing up on the Rare one, and like that's all I knew of DK. So it's like, I don't know if I like this. It's going to get. I'm going to need time.
Right. You're going to need time to adjust. I get it. So one of my red flags is I've never beaten a Donkey Kong Country game. Yeah, right. I just never like I've played it. I just never finished it. I think my favorite Donkey Kong game probably is like literally the original Donkey Kong where you're playing as Mario.
Really?
That one, DK Land, like on the Game Boy, I played that one. I don't know what it is. Like I just like not that I dislike Donkey Kong. It just never was the one for me. Like it was always like I was
ones. The country's where it's at. Super Nintendo.
Yeah. See, I was always a Super Mario World guy. Like
that's a good game too. But like the DK Country's 1 to 3, that's where it's all at. I mean, 2's the best one in my opinion. I mean, soundtrack wise, game.
Is that the one that has Sticker Brush Symphony that everyone fucking loves?
2 is the best one. 1 is great, 2 is great, and 3 is kind of. I mean, 3 is still good, but it kind of took a downward turn then because the big thing that happened then was when the 64 was coming out, the team that did DK Country 1 and 2 put all their focus on the 64 then. So they had to.
You know what's weird?
Do it.
That one's like a polarizing game. Like I like Donkey Kong 64. I thought it was fun. I really liked it, but like a lot of people don't like that game. Like I didn't realize like there's some people who like legit hate that game. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I get a lot of hate, and I don't think it's that.
Why? Like,
And I'm like, I didn't think it was that bad.
right? And then we got the fucking DK rap, man.
I think the biggest thing was when it went from side scrolling to like 3D. I think a lot of people didn't like the adjustment. It's like, well, and that's the thing. A lot of games that grew up in like side scrolling, they had a rough transition in the 3D. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim had a rough transition. Mega Man transition, and like a lot
Yeah,
of those,
Castlevania,
yeah, a lot of that stuff kind of got lost in the
Sonic.
song. Exactly, 3D Blast.
3D Blast. Great game though. I actually really like Sonic 3D Blast, but like I know
I like 3D Blast. Yeah, I like that. It gets a lot of shit, but no one likes it.
yeah. I always my favorite thing about 3D Blast is the fucking Saturn soundtrack is so ridiculous. Like it's like whoever they told to make the soundtrack was just like, I'm just gonna make like trance, like lo-fi fucking
Yeah,
techno.
like,
I'm like, what?
here, we got this idea for a Sonic game. You know, it's a guy with blue hedgehog. Don't go too extreme or anything. You know, just keep it low down key, and then this guy's like going nuts, like type doing,
right.
and it's just like
I don't know, man. Yeah. Other game I've been playing is Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition.
on the Switch.
Yeah, on the Switch.
Did you get a
yes. I did, yes.
Okay. Okay.
And there's a lot of meat on that bone. I was like playing this game, the world is so damn big. I'm like, I don't know if I'm like I want to finish the game, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible. Because I like when I play RPGs, I like to do everything. But this game, there's too much going on, too much to fucking do.
I believe it.
There's so many quests to do, and you have the mechs and everything like that. The combat's great, but yeah, I'm like, this is a meaty game. Like, I don't know if I'll be done with this game by July. Like, I'm like literally looking at it. I'm like, we got work to do here. If you're not a big JRPG guy, then maybe they're not for you. But
like some I can get into, and some it's kind of like I try and I just can't.
Yeah,
like
I always feel like you're more of a platformer guy.
Oh, that's where my whole that's where my great strengths come, because like here's a funny example. My neighbor, if you watches this or whatever, like we are kind of similar in what we like, and that new Rugrats game that came out, that was like the 8-bit land or whatever, and I platinum that in 2 hours, and it was kind of like hard, you know what I mean? It had its moments. Well, he bought it on Steam on sale because he wanted to play it, and he said it was the hardest game he's played in forever, because it's like the old school NES platform style.
Oh, so he's not used to platformers.
Yeah, to me it was kind of like, hey, whatever, I knew what to do, because I played these for so long. To me, it's just common sense. I know where to go, I know where to look, I know, and it took me 2 hours.
Yeah.
With him, he's struggling.
It's really funny because like Seth, he's awful at platformers, so it's like really funny to see, like, you could see different generations of gamers, so you and I, we grew up with platformers, so like we're comfortable with platformers. That's like anytime you throw a platformer at us, it'll take us a second maybe to figure out like the physics, but more or less we're going to figure it out. But you throw a platformer at a gamer that really didn't grow up with them or like really didn't play them that much, and you could just see like, they're like, whoa, what is this? Whoa.
That's how Heather and I are complete opposites. Like, she can play any open world game, sandbox kind of 3D style, like Far Cry, GTA, anything like that. Yeah. She can like Ghost Recon. You've seen her stream. She can do stuff like perfect. You know what I mean? But you give her a platformer, she would have just failed miserably. And
yeah, no, and you see that with RPG players too. Like, so a lot of there's a lot of discourse with like Final Fantasy, for example, where now most newer Final Fantasies are no longer turn based. Where a lot of us old heads grew up where Final Fantasy was turn based. So anytime some of these younger kids go back to play like the older Final Fantasies, are like, what the fuck is this? So it's just funny to see that. Yeah, good stuff. But yeah, shout out Xenoblade Chronicles X though. Runs great on Switch. Runs great. I don't understand how they got that game to shrink down so small into a little cartridge.
No lag?
No, it runs buttery smooth, dude. Like, it has like some pop in, but like, again, like the Wii U version had it too, so it's not like, But overall, I was like actually impressed. So good stuff there. So I've been playing my Switch like a shitload lately. Like, I feel like I've been playing that the most lately.
Not the opposite. I haven't touched mine in months.
Yeah, no, I literally, I don't know what it was. Like, I just started playing my Switch randomly. I started playing Link's Awakening. Then like loved that. and then started playing Skyward Sword. Immediately put that down, but then I jumped to Xenoblade. So yeah, I'm not a Skyward Sword guy. No,
Well, I do know Link's Awakening is your favorite Zelda game because I did watch the
correct.
pod. Say that.
Yeah, please watch that other show. Thank you.
Go back,
It's
hit the link down below, check it out, and check
smash that like button.
smash it. But yeah, while you're at it, before we get into all this, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, the Alpha Nerds. If you haven't, do it now.
Yeah, do as you're told. All
Yeah,
right.
do it now.
So let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get into the reason why we are here. So the Nintendo 64, one of the most 90, like, I guess it's weird because like this technically didn't sell well.
Oh,
Yeah, I like, but like as
was
kids, like we wouldn't have known that.
gonna say failure more than anything.
Yeah, like I didn't realize that until like basically I was watching a couple of videos about the N64. I'm just kind of get my head right as I'm doing this list, and they're like, yeah, actually step back from the SNES. I'm like, huh, because like as a kid, as if you had a 64, like did you feel like you were missing out on anything like when like your PlayStation friends would like talk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Twisted Metal, Cool Borders. I mean, there was a ton of stuff that was PS exclusive. And I had friends who had this stuff, and that's what kind of led me to get a PlayStation. And I mean, I still, have my N64.
yeah.
It kind of, what drew me to get a PlayStation then was Spyro and Crash. I mean, those were the two biggest
Yeah.
reasons. 1 and 1.
See, we had a 64 growing up, and like we got that first, and then because I would always have to share a system with my sister, and we would always fight over the 64. And then we got a PlayStation like a year or two later, and then she gravitated over towards the PlayStation. So like I got the 64 all to myself. So like for me, I always just had more attachment to the 64. But on PlayStation, like we had Twisted Metal. I think we had WWF Warzone, which at the time I thought was incredible. All the fucking the videos, they were like, oh, the promos. Where there's a funny British bulldog one where he cuts. You can tell he's clearly drunk doing it.
Kind of, yeah. It's a WCW NWO Revenge one.
Oh, those are the best. Those are top tier. The rants are like the greatest thing in the world.
Oh my god, they're so ridiculous. Like, I don't even see it here right now, but those are the most ridiculous ones where it's like, hey, you better pick me, when you go over there. And like it's like, oh my, they're so cringe. Some of them are so cringe, and some
right.
like he said, like you could tell like they're drunk. They're out of it.
Yeah.
Like the few of them are like, hey, you better just to me, and it just ends, and it's like, what?
Yeah, it's so weird. And then you could tell, like, for those promos, they didn't really give the guys direction. Like, you could tell some guys were, like, advocating for you to pick me. But then, like, other guys, like Sting, were like, are you ready to survive a fatal encounter? He's just like, I'm like, what?
I wish it'd still do something like that.
I know. Yeah, do a remake. Somebody make a remake.
I've been playing WWE 2K25 as well, which that made me think of that. They should do that. Go over the character. They should do like a little promo vignette where it's like, oh my god, that'll be gold.
How are you liking 2K25? Because I started fiddling with 2K24, and I think it's cool, the universe mode. Like, you can kind of gear it towards what you do. But then, like, I'm that fan who's like, oh, I'm gonna make the '90s Monday Night War. So I had like Nitro and Raw's War. And I think I had like mixed in ECW in there too. I'm like, so like I'm the problem.
The guy I like to do the what do you call it? My GM mode.
Yeah,
that to me is the funnest thing ever. Like I always do SmackDown. That's my show.
Yeah,
and like I'll go on there and I'll just have like the most like I'm so favoritism. I'll pick the guys I love and girls, and it's like roster every time, no matter what. And I've been a little biased towards Zoe Stark lately. I've made her like the queen of my show, and she's basically like she's heavyweight champ, in women's division, tag team, like 5 belts right now.
Nice. Yeah, because I see your girl Becky Lynch is out, right? She retired, or allegedly she says she's not wrestling anymore.
I think she'll be back. I just think she's hiatusing right now. I think she needed a break. That's all it was. Like and the thing I like about it is like she deserves it, and like I feel like it's kind of like she's taken like a step back because I think she's doing more acting stuff now too.
Yeah.
So I mean she'll be back though. Like I said, I don't think she's done. My biggest surprise was I thought she was going to come back at the Rumble. That's the one that kind of shocked me. I expected her to come out like the last number 30.
Yeah.
Stupid they do like returns, and it's like
I saw Trish Stratus was randomly wrestling a few years ago. Like, is she back
last year too again? She
What
was
the fuck?
yeah, she was in the Rumble.
Huh.
Oh, storyline with Tiffany Stratton, where her and Tiffy were like best friends. They called it Tiffy time and Trishy time, and they're like a little team together.
Interesting.
I mean, she still
Shout out
looks.
to fucking. Yeah, I mean, she could if she can still do that shit in her 40s. It's fucking good for her.
Oh yeah, she looks great. She's in great shape, and she moves around just like she did back then, if
Hmm.
not better. I mean, she
Yeah,
looks.
and it's crazy because like now they like actually let the women's division like actually like wrestle versus whatever the fuck was going on when we were kids.
Yeah,
Not
thrown in.
for the record, but
The one that shocked me that doesn't really look the same as Tori Wilson.
really,
Tori Wilson today. I mean, you can still tell it's Tori Wilson, but she doesn't look like she did when she left. Like she looks a little different. Yeah, she's the only one
that's
that kind of
fair.
looks. And I think it's a lot of it. I mean, she did more like muscle. Like she got really buff. Like
Yeah,
like the abs, six pack. Tori Wilson never really had that. She was kind of
correct.
whatever. I was here, but
Yeah,
yeah,
shout out to Victoria. She was always my favorite.
she's still hanging around.
Yeah, she fucking had that Widow's Peak move, which was fucking crazy. Like,
Music.
yeah. She had what tattoo or something like that. That was her music. Like
Lost mine, and I remember her and Stevie Richards.
that was like a random. Yeah, I always remember fucking Stevie
I
Richards.
love Stevie Richards. Do you ever see his YouTube show?
Yeah. He's always like commenting on stuff. I just recently saw him give that chair shot to JBL, which was like disgusting. I was like, oh,
I always think back when his one buddy. Remember years ago when he did the whole like invasion WCW?
yeah, the Blue Meanie, yeah.
No, I was gonna say the Blue Meanie. Oh my god, JBL's fucking. He nailed him, and that
Yeah, he
was
fucked him up, and then like all of a sudden, a few weeks later, they have a random match, and you see this Stevie Richards fucking destroy JBL with a chair shot.
yep. You could tell that was retaliation there. That was a payback. Yeah, that was
Right.
good.
You just see like an instant concussion. You're like, oh.
I mean, he
Yeah,
hit Blue hard though. I mean, that was fucked up.
yeah. They call those receipts in the wrestling business.
Yep. When you do something
All
else,
right.
it's gonna come back to you. Anyway,
So yeah, we got off topic there, but anyway, getting back to our little pool here. So I'm just gonna read off some names, just games that we have in our little pool. Doesn't mean we're gonna get right into the ranking them, but just some games that I came up with, and then I know you said you had some that you wanted to add into that pool as well. So we'll start off Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Mario Kart, No Mercy, WCW Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, Smash, Mario Party 1, Mario Party 2, GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Diddy Kong, Kirby 64, Paper Mario, Star Fox 64, Mario Tennis, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong, Yoshi Story, Rogue Squadron, F-Zero, Bomberman 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Mario 64, and Pokemon Snap is what I came up with. It's like games just off the top of my head that like would kind of hover in like a top 30. So what games did you have to your that you wanted to add into our little pool here?
well, how are we gonna do this? Are you gonna say your 10 and I'll say mine, or are we just gonna make a list together?
We're gonna make a list together. I think having a list together because then we'll have to debate it and agree. All
Okay.
right. So
So
what games are we adding from the pool from Shane?
I added to my little list. I already have Mario Party 2.
Uh,
Nope. I have Chameleon Twist 2. I go on about that game all the time.
Okay.
Um,
Twist 2.
You have Mario 64, of course, probably.
Correct.
Star Fox.
Yeah.
I want to say Bomberman 64. I would say Bomberman Hero.
Okay. All right.
You got
Okay.
a Wave Pilot Wings on there too?
I did not put Pilot Wings on there. Okay.
And I got Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, that's about it, probably, I would say. I mean,
Right.
there's other games that are good, but do they deserve top 10? No.
All right. I just added Banjo-Kazooie in there because I just realized I didn't have it. So other things before we get to number 10. As far as franchises, are we because like Zelda, like are both eligible, or are we just gonna pick one?
One.
Okay, and then same thing with Mario Party, like
Mhm.
okay, and then I feel like with the wrestling games, I think both of us are probably in agreement that like it'll just be No Mercy.
Has to.
Yeah, all right.
They're all. I mean, realistically, it's all the same engines on all of them. They're all the same.
Yeah,
It's a separate product. different things you can do in them. You know what I mean? But No Mercy is universal that everyone knows, and I think that's the one that
Okay.
deserves more newer ones, in my opinion. I mean, the only one that would even come close is WCW NWO Revenge.
Yeah, but it's essentially the same, just different roster.
His version,
All
yeah.
right. All right. So what we'll do is we're gonna start eliminating some. So out of Ocarina, I feel like Majora's Mask has to go. Like that's out, right?
Oh yeah, keep
Yeah,
Ocarina.
okay.
That
Yeah,
too.
that's the one that's out. All right. Okay, Majora's Mask is out. Let's get WCW this one out. Okay, between Mario Party and Mario, like which Mario Party are we keeping it? Because I'm a Mario Party 2 guy. Okay, all right. See, this is very simple thus far. What about GoldenEye Perfect Dark? I'm a GoldenEye guy. I feel like that's the more iconic one that people revert to when you think of like shooters on the 64. Like is anyone's first thought Perfect Dark?
I don't know, man. Perfect Dark's pretty good.
But is it better than GoldenEye?
Mm.
Oh, what's the dog think?
Dark guy. Yeah, put Goldeneye.
Like, don't you dare take Perfect Dark off that list. All right. Okay, let's see if there's some other games that we can probably eliminate out of here. So Pokemon Snap is probably out, right? Like I
You think?
wouldn't. Do you think it's top 10?
It's close. I mean,
See,
if it's not, it's like 11, 12.
okay, all right, we can table that because we're thinning the herd here. What about Yoshi's Story?
Same thing.
So okay, Yoshi's
If it's
Story.
not top 10, it's like right there on the board.
Okay, I mean, there's no shame in being in the honorable mentions. I'm just kind of eyeballing this list and seeing like which games realistically can come off of it. I feel the same way about Conker's Bad Fur Day. Like that's my favorite Rare game, but I don't think if you like have somebody talk about like a memorable platform, I don't think people would pick Conkers. I think most people would pick either Banjo or Donkey Kong.
Oh, for sure. I mean, here's my hot take. I will say this all day long. I love Conquer, don't get me wrong, but I think 64 is still overrated.
So you didn't like Bad Fur Day?
I didn't mind it. I just think it's so like for everyone Bad Fur Day. I don't think praise it.
I think the shock humor is like what makes it memorable because like I guess as a platformer, I don't think it really holds a candle to like any of the other ones.
Oh, for sure.
But I just think the humor in it is what makes it stand out, like the movie references and shit like that. Like so, for me, that's why I like it. But like as an overall game, I think I don't really think it holds up. And anyone says to play the reloaded one, I will gut you like a fish. Play the original.
Play the reloaded one.
I don't like that reloaded one, man. I just don't like that port.
Isn't that the one they put on Rare Replay, or is it the
Yeah,
original?
they censored it. Like it was like the more censored one.
I don't think I played on Rare Replay. I played her. I don't think I played Conquer.
All right. Let's see what else. What about Mario Tennis? Like I don't know if that's even like a top 15 game.
No.
Okay, so Mario Tennis is out. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. We're at 22. And we started at about 27. So, all right. What else can get eliminated out of here? Well, this is a tough list already.
I mean, you guys.
What about which two of the banjos?
Tui.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a big Banjo-Kazooie guy.
Kazooie's where it's at because that's what started it all. Tui's okay, but in retrospect, I remember more from Kazooie than I do Tui.
Mm-hmm.
No one bites dust.
All right. Okay. So, which one of these Bombermans is going?
64.
Okay. What makes you say 64? Because I really like 64.
I really like Hero. and I'm gonna stand for this because this was the one I sold you my childhood
Yes.
version of. Little save file on it. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. I couldn't bring myself to delete it.
Love Hero, and to me, this basically took everything out of 64 and made it better. And I will say that all
Yeah.
long. I mean, 64 is still good. It's just I feel like the levels in this one were so much better, and I feel like it just took 64 and elevated it. I
Yeah,
mean,
because like what attaches me to 64
second
is the
attack.
bet. That is a rare fucking game. It's disgusting. How much do you pay for that one? Besides enough.
I put it together with the Kart manual and box, and I think I paid about $6.
Oh.
Which to me is a steal because I don't think you know how much this actually goes for complete. This is like 1,200-1,300 bucks complete.
No,
Got the
damn.
EB game sticker on there. I don't know if you see that.
Wow. That's for $12.99.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty solid. I mean it's got
Oh.
bumps and bruises, but I mean I'll be honest
Oh.
a little bit. And the cartridge that's in here, I put it in my 64 and played it a bit, and whoever had it beat the game. So like I was playing their beat game, and I was going through and like checking out the levels, and it's
That's
not
awesome.
still okay, but it's not Hero 64 good.
No, you never hear people talk about the second attack at all.
I don't think it's
Um,
really knew about it. It was one of those
yeah, like late life cycle releases.
yeah, GameCube was already out, and I think it was
Oh,
they put it out there, and like even the publisher that did it was Vatical Entertainment or something, and like they were a no-name company. That's why they went bankrupt, and I think
okay.
they had that and a few other games, and they just kind of went under.
Okay, so Bomberman 64 is out. All right. Um, hmm, let's see. Rogue Squadron. Is that staying?
Take it out.
I was looking at it too. I'm like, I like Rogue Squadron. It's not the best Rogue. I think Rogue Squadron on the GameCube is probably the best one.
My favorite
Uh,
was Apple Strike.
is that the? No, that's not the. Yeah, that's the GameCube one, right?
It's the third one. It's the one where
Yeah.
you get on like your feet and you can run around.
Yeah. That was like the precursor to Battlefront, I
Yeah,
think, right?
lightsaber stuff. That to me, I
Yeah.
loved that one. Rebel Strike's my favorite. If I had to pick one,
Yeah. You know, there are people who like really like Shadows of the Empire, which I think that game sucks. Yeah, that game sucks, dude.
I wouldn't know.
Huh?
I wouldn't know anyone.
But I feel like it was because at the time that game was cool, but like just over age wise, like now you play it, you're like, ugh.
Oh, when it came out, I loved it. When the
Yeah, but I remember like playing it a few years ago. I'm like, you know what? This didn't age the way I thought it would.
nope, it's awful. But yeah, but it came Star Wars game today. Now it's kind of like probably one of the worst.
Right. I mean, depending on if you like Star Wars Outlaws. Okay, so
Come
we're
on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is gonna get hard. We still have like 9 more games to cut out.
Well, let's make this easy. Start saying them.
All right, so I think Ocarina of Time has to stay there. Mario Kart staying there. No Mercy staying. Smash is staying. Mario Party. Take Smash out.
Yep, I'll say it all day. Take Smash out.
Oh.
If this was GameCube, I would say keep Melee in there. But nope.
Oh.
Controversial hot take. Take it out.
You're gonna have to talk me into that one. What's the reasoning behind it? I get Melee is the top tier one. If like you're gonna pick a Smash, that's the Smash.
How many people are gonna say, "Hey, let's go play Smash Bros. In 64" and all 12 characters that are in it?
Mm-hmm.
When you could play all the other ones, especially the Switch, the Wii U, the GameCube, that all
The
had.
Wii U.
I like that one, but I mean, the original. I don't really have a hardcore connection. I mean, I played it when it came out. I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't have a connection to it like I do the other ones.
Oh, Smash.
I feel like it aged the worst too out of all of them.
Yeah. Smash. Oh, this hurts. This one hurts.
It hurts. It hurts.
It hurts. It hurts.
Here, you can spare box art if that makes you feel better. Things are gonna hurt, like in Smash.
Smash is out. We're gonna get so much shit for that. I guarantee.
They're 64 fan. Yeah, people are gonna say I'm not a real 64 fan yet.
Oh,
If people are talking, I mean that's always good. Whatever bad or good,
yeah, right.
let
Yeah,
them.
bad press. There's no such thing as bad press here.
I don't talk shit. I don't care.
Okay. This one's another one that's gonna hurt me, but I think F-Zero's out.
Oh,
I fucking love F-Zero.
oh, I like
That's
it too.
like,
I'm straight to the point. Take it out. It doesn't.
uh all right, so F-Zero is out.
Be
Huh?
brutal. Less. I mean, I don't care. I don't think they deserve it.
What? I didn't hear what you said. What is that?
I'm pretty brutal about these lists. I don't think they deserve it. Some of them don't deserve top 10.
I see. That's the thing. I don't think F-Zero is like, if you were doing like top 20, that obviously that would be
Oh,
there, but like top 10, like
I would even say 25, top 30. Sure, F Zero's in there somewhere, but top 10, hell no.
mm, mm.
I didn't even think of F Zero, even considering F Zero. That's why I was like,
Okay. Kirby. Where are
take
we
it out.
at? Take the Crystal Shards.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What's the reasoning behind that?
It's not a good game.
Really? I see. I like that game. Like it's a 3D Kirby game. Like,
Yeah, but it didn't transition well.
you didn't see. I thought the way they made it was smart. Where they just kind of just made it like the 2D 2.5D. I don't really know what else to call it, but like they just, I don't know. I don't think they took too many risks with it.
I don't think it's top 10.
I don't think it's top 10. I also don't think it's top 10.
I would say like 15, 16.
Okay, so Kirby's out. All right. We're at 16 games right now.
We're getting there.
We're getting there slowly. I'm looking at this list. All right. Chameleon Twist. Why is it here? I've never played it, so this is all you here.
So let me advocate. Is one of the best platforming games in the 64 that no one knows about. And I will say this all day long. No one knows what the hell this is. There's a first one, and this one is so good because it's like a Mario 64 clone, but you're a chameleon. And you use your tongue and wrap on the things like Yoshi, and you basically just swarm around. It's just real 64 hardcore enthusiasts know this is a great.
Okay.
But Ben, you
It's
got me. Is it top 10? I don't know.
My issue is like, are we really gonna sit here and make a top 10 list and smash this out? But Chameleon Twist 2 is there.
This will be. Take it out. Take it out. Change my mind. Take it out.
Okay, and then the other one I'm looking at is, this is like fucking crazy.
What are you looking at?
It's between like Star Fox and Pilot Wings.
Oh, in that case, take Pilot Wings out.
But why take Pilot Wings out? Because I'm not a big Pilot Wings guy. Like every time I played
Star
it,
Fox deserves it more.
All right, so Pilot Wings is out.
There's nothing more to say on that.
All right, we're at 14. We got 4 more to go. So just to recap what is left out of our pool, we have Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart, No Mercy, Mario Party 2, GoldenEye, Diddy Kong Racing, Paper Mario, Star Fox, Banjo, Donkey Kong 64, Yoshi Story, Mario 64, Pokemon Snap, and Bomberman Hero. It's going to be, I feel like the next one to go, if I'm looking at this list, it's between 3 games. It's going to be between Yoshi Story, Pokemon Snap, and Bomberman Hero. But I mean, unless you got other games that could go off of there, like, do we need 2 kart races on there? Like, is Mario Kart and Diddy Kong? Do they both, like, out of those 2, one of them could also go? And I don't know if we could both sit here and say Mario Kart's the one to go.
I'm gonna say it. Take Mario Kart off.
Now, what is the logic behind that one?
Because Diddy Kong Racing is a superior racer, and I'll say it all day long.
Here's the thing. I agree with you. I think I think the adventure mode is incredible.
Oh, Diddy Kong
Yeah,
Racing, where it's at. I mean, if you had to choose between two car racers in 64, I would pick Diddy Kong Racing all day long. It doesn't get enough credit. That to
yeah,
me,
I think it's underrated.
I'll say this: Diddy Kong Racing is top 10. It's over. That's
I
already in.
listen. I agree with you. I just think it's get like that's we are gonna get shit for that one because that is a hot take. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Mario,
You can't do a top 10 list and have the same damn games as everyone else
right? I
because
agree. I
one's
agree.
always have a typical Mario 64. You gotta. In my opinion, Mario Kart 64 doesn't deserve top 10. I mean, sure, top 20. It's in there like 12, 13, but not like top 10. No. No way. It's not that good. It's good, but it's not that good.
Okay, so Mario Kart is out.
If we're talking like Double Dash, oh, that's a different. Double Dash is like top.
I ooh. I see. I really like Double Dash. That's the thing, though. So I can't sit there and be like, "That's crazy." All right.
Double Dash. Double Dash is the best Mario Kart. I'll save it all day.
Mm, okay. That is a hill to stand. I like it. I love Double Dash. I'm more of a honestly. My favorite Mario Kart's Mario Kart 8, but
Oh, that's good too. I mean, because it's newest one, but
yeah.
yeah.
All right. I really. I think I'll probably make a case that these three games are the next ones to go. That are probably like Pokemon. I really don't think Pokemon Snap's the top 10 game. I think it's memorable. But like again, a curated list is Pokemon Snap really going to be there over some of the games that we just eliminated?
So many people. I love it. I love it. We're gonna piss off so many people.
That's I think, my buddy Adam probably just died inside because like when I was making the pool, he was like Pokemon Snap, and I was like, he had to talk me into it because originally he had Pokemon Snap, and both Pokemon Stadiums. I'm like, no, 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 no.
Oh, Stadiums don't deserve it at all. I'll say that all day.
But he's a big Pokemon fan though, so
Oh,
that makes sense.
that's the thing. If you like Pokemon, you're gonna be biased. I mean, I love
Okay.
Pokemon too, but Snap is just a good game because Snap was one of those ones that revolutionized 64 the
Yeah,
way.
I love Snap. I fucking love Pokemon Snap. But like top 10?
I mean, it's close. Take it out.
Okay. Yeah, it's out. Then I feel like you're gonna have to sell me on Yoshi's Story because I didn't like Yoshi's Story, but I know a lot of people do like that game.
It was Easter 1997. So there I
It
was.
was
I got Yoshi's Story for Easter in 1997 when it came out, and to me, it was probably one of my fun younger experiences playing the 64 because being new and Yoshi, and I was always a big Yoshi nut. And I think that's what kind of sold me on Yoshi was being the cool mascot, like tag along with Mario. And I don't know, it's hard to
okay.
say, but like, is it top 10? Probably not.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
great.
thinking. Like, I like Yoshi's Story, but like, it's literally like it wasn't received well. Like, I don't think a lot of people appreciated that game. So yeah, I think Yoshi Story is out. And then this is gonna get the hard one because
How many we got left?
we got I think 11. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 11. So Ocarina of Time, No Mercy, Mario Party, GoldenEye, Diddy Kong Racing, Paper Mario, Star Fox, Banjo, Donkey Kong 64, Mario 64, and Bomberman Hero.
I like our Bomberman Hero is such like the
It's an underdog because we're both Bomberman guys, so it's like
dog. It deserves it. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Keep Bomberman in there.
I'm with you. I was gonna say literally the same thing. Like
So,
I'm willing to keep
controversial.
Bomberman in and get rid of something else.
If you want a controversial take, and I'll say this, and I, I don't like saying it because I love him, and he's one of my all-time favorites. But take DK64 out of there.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
It doesn't deserve top 10.
I.
It's good. It's not a top 10 game.
Okay. We are officially at 10. We're at 10. Now it's time to rank 10.
Oh, here we go. This is where the bullshit comes in.
All right. So our number 10 slot, I feel like it's fair for it to go to. It's one of two games that it'll go to for me. It'll either be No Mercy or Bomberman Hero. Those will
No more.
probably be like, yeah, like, and then I'm okay with like Bomberman Hero being 9.
No.
So you think it'll be higher? Okay,
I
okay,
think
all right.
we're gonna
Okay,
surprise
so
some people in this. People who never played Bomberman on the 64, I think you're gonna be in for a shock in this one. But No
all
Mercy
right.
does be 10, I think, because it deserves to be in there. And I mean, it's not like top 64 game, but it deserves at least it to
Yeah.
be. And that's where I think it should be as
Well,
10.
think so. Like the thing about No Mercy and why like I think the 10th spot is sweet spot for it is games to this day, till this fucking day, any wrestling game comes out, the immediate comp is like, is it better than No Mercy or Here Comes the Pain? I feel like those are the
Yep.
games that immediately are in like the pantheon of like all time great wrestling games.
I
Where
say like
even so much so, where you remember, not that I'm not a big AEW guy, I think, yeah, but when AEW Fight Forever came out, remember all that shit they were talking like, oh, it's
it's
inspired
gonna
by
be the
No
next No
Mercy,
Mercy. Yeah,
and
that's
then when it came
what I
out
was
and
about to
wasn't
say.
that tanked that game's sales. Like that game got really negative response. Like you can't like it was like saying No Mercy was like a swear word. Like,
And well, this is why I say that. God, I'm getting kissed to death. So like I say that because to me, if you have a game that people are still talking about 20 some years later, you did something right.
yeah,
And that's how No Mercy is. People still talk about it to this day, and that's why I mean for a wrestling game, let alone a game, but a wrestling game to still be talked about this much after. I mean, that has
yeah,
to be top 10. That's
right.
top 10. No matter what you say, no matter if you don't like wrestling, it's play the game and you'll find out why.
Yeah, no, yeah, No Mercy. I think is in the sweet spot. All right. So then, if Bomberman Hero is at 9, what is number 9 for you?
Paper Mario.
I really like Paper Mario.
I do too. And like I said,
Yeah.
that's why I never thought about taking that one out because that deserves to be in there.
And you know what's weird? It's like one of what 3 RPGs that's on that system. You have what Paper Mario, Ogre Battle, and what Quest. I think that's it.
Mm,
Like as far as like turn-based RPGs, I think that's literally it.
yeah, I'm looking at my stuff here. I don't know. I think I would almost have to dig deep. I think
Yeah.
that might be though. If
Yeah.
it,
No, I agree with that. Paper Mario is good. I was actually just recently literally playing that on Switch Online, like maybe a few hours ago, actually.
I never played Thousand Year Door. I gotta play that. I have it on
That's like
Switch.
that's allegedly the best one. I'm a Super Paper Mario guy. That's like my favorite one. And then I
Super.
actually really liked Sticker Star and people hate that
Yeah.
one for what. Yeah,
What
like I
was
don't know
Super?
why people
What
hated
was
Sticker
Super on?
Star.
That on Wii U? Oh no, that was Color Splash. What was Super
Yeah,
on?
Wii.
Oh, I never played that one.
And it was here's the, it was a platformer. Like it was a platformer that had like RPG elements. So
I
like I
remember
really
that was
liked
one
it.
which the
Yeah,
great you can make it side scrolling. Yeah, I remember that one.
and that one's famous because like Luigi has like a fucking heel turn where he becomes Mr. L, and like he
Oh,
fucking
okay, yeah.
starts like his like the way his character word shit is like what he really feels about like being Mario's understudy. It's actually a pretty great fucking character. So that's yeah. Shout out to Super Paper Mario. It's probably my favorite one. All right, so WWF No Mercy 10, Paper Mario 9. What do we got at 8?
Diddy Kong Racing.
Okay. Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. And again, our logic with keeping Diddy Kong in over Mario Kart was I think Diddy Kong just has more replay value, A,
Mm-hmm.
because like again, you have that adventure mode, which is fucking awesome. And then like I think the battle mode or whatever is just as good on Diddy Kong as it is Mario.
Did you ever
Because
beat
like
Racing? You ever beat Diddy Kong Racing?
yeah, boy.
I always loved when you beat it. You get Adventure Mode 2.
Yeah, and everything's like yeah. Get adventure mode too. I got all the characters. What drumstick? I'm trying to think who else is the other unlock.
TT.
TT, right?
You had to
Yeah,
do
he
it.
was hard to unlock. He was a bitch to unlock. Yeah. If you had a save file and TT was on that, whoever had that before you was a real
Mm-hmm.
one. All right, so 7. What are we thinking for number 7? Because I think probably either GoldenEye or either Star Fox, GoldenEye, Banjo probably goes there for me.
Put Star Fox.
Yeah, I don't. As far as Star Fox, like I don't really know how much more flowers we can give that game. I think it's literally the only like type of shooter. Like no, I guess Rogue Squadron, but I don't know. It's a classic game. Like I don't know. I just think like I don't really know how to like pump this game's tires because it is good. I think the 3DS version, which as it should be, is better. But yeah, that I don't know. I just remember Star Fox being memorable. Like, do a barrel roll.
Classic.
You know what's weird? In F-Zero, there's a character James McLeod that like
Yes.
and
It's
and
supposed to be
he looks like it's like Fox's dad and like
Yep.
who somehow got to another universe. It's like a weird fucking that's a weird Easter egg because
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
like a tribute to Star Fox in the studio did it.
Yeah. So special shout out there. All right. So what go ahead.
The game is kind of like Star Fox 1, and it's kind of more F-Zero. Wipeout 64.
Yeah, I like Wipeout.
Yeah. I actually
All right. All right. What else we got here? All right, number 6. What are we thinking?
What's left?
All right. So we have so far we have No Mercy, Paper Mario, Donkey Kong, and Star Fox. So let me just eliminate these from the pool here. All right, so then we have what's left is Ocarina of Time, Mario Party 2, GoldenEye, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, and Bomberman Hero.
I love
it. I mean, I don't know. Is are we on the same page with this? Because like I can live with Bomberman Hero being in the top 5.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Okay, because
6, you can put Mario Party 2.
Okay, I agree with that.
That's where it deserves to be.
Mario Party 2. Yeah, I mean, I Mario Party 2 is the classic. Have your buddies over, get some Mountain Dew, get some pizza, and play some fucking mini games. Did you play the 3DS Top 100?
I did not know.
Oh god, that's such a. It has literally the best Mario Party mini games. So I always remember the games that would have to have you rotate the stick that would give you blisters because you fucking would go so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you, Mario Party, for ruining my hands. All right. Number 5. Bomberman Hero has to be 5, I think. Okay, I see a face of disagreement. Okay, let's hear it. What are you putting at 5 instead?
Put it at 5. I know you really want to get it on there and get it off. You want to get it off at it's eating you alive because you know there's going to be a hot shit take on that.
Well, my thing is like, can we have a list where Bomberman Hero is above top 5? Is that
I will advocate all day. Bomberman is on the 64 superior because they took a character that was basically like a mini game party kind of style. You go around, play the mini games, and they basically made an adventure platformer out of it.
Yeah,
and that to me was like that was the coolest thing because you already have a well-known character that people know, and you basically made like a whole new thing out of it. And to me, that was epic. And like I said, 64 is great. I just feel like Hero took it to that next step.
I love the Bomberman 64 games. Like you will have no qualm from me, but I don't know if I can stomach a list that it's above 5.
Keep it at 5. That's going to be the controversial underdog.
Because again, we're gonna get shit because we took Mario Kart and Smash off the list of fucking Bomberman Heroes here. But again, I love Bomberman Heroes, so I'm okay with this. All right, 4.
This isn't a popularity contest.
4. I'm gonna throw a name out there. I'm gonna go throw Banjo out there at 4.
What 4 are left?
So, hang on. We
GoldenEye, Banjo, Zelda, and what else?
So yeah, we have Zelda, GoldenEye, Banjo, and Mario 64.
GoldenEye.
Okay. I mean, I can see that.
Put it at 4.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because then we're getting in the podium here.
Yeah, and I feel like, honestly, these next 3 are probably interchangeable. Maybe. Because there's a scenario where... Okay, I'll just throw it out there. I don't know if is there a scenario where we're putting Banjo at 1? Like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, because you pick those 3 games out of me, like the last one I'm probably gonna pick is Banjo. Like, if I have those 3 sitting in front of me, like you can play these 3 games. I think literally the last one I'm gravitating towards is Banjo. It's going to be one of those two other ones that are going to be getting picked first for me.
Sure about that?
I mean, that's it for me. I want to hear your take on that.
I mean, Banjo's a great game.
It is
It's
a great
just
game.
it took what where Super Mario 64 was and led it to new heights.
Mm-hmm.
And it had much more in depth kind of game. And I mean, Mario 64 is Mario 64, and that's the thing. I mean, you could put that in game number one all day long.
Yeah, but like here's the thing with Mario 64 though. Because like let's eliminate the historical factor from it. Like let's just if we compare it game by game, just because of Banjo-Kazooie coming out afterwards and kind of perfecting it, like you could realistically, in my opinion, you could probably put Banjo ahead of it. Like you could put Mario at 3, but I don't know I don't know if I'm putting
Ocarina of Time number one.
huh.
You want Ocarina of Time number one, is what you're saying.
I mean, I'm okay with it. But I love Ocarina of Time. That's the thing. So this top 3 is going to be hard because these 3 are literally probably some of the best games on the system as far as platformers, and then specifically the 2 Mario 64 and Banjo. Those are literally the 2 best platformers on this list on the system. So it's like Mario could go either 1 or 3, and I'm not going to bitch. Or
You won't give
Mario could.
it a one though, huh?
I
You don't think it deserves it?
I don't know if like for me I don't know if Banjo being 1 is like that. I don't.
That would really upset you, huh? You're getting all pissy about this. You already lost Smash. It's because of Smash. You didn't have. Now you're just like fuck Banjo, fuck everyone.
All right, so listen, we can be bold here. If you want to put Banjo at 1, we can get there, but you're gonna have to talk me out of Ocarina of Time at 1.
Okay, here. Let's end it right now. You want to know what we're gonna be at? Banjo 3, Ocarina of Time 2, Mario 64 1.
Now, what makes you say that?
So if we're gonna choose to, I mean, I feel like Ocarina of Time's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not the biggest Zelda fan. I'm really not, and I feel
We
like it doesn't deserve to be number one.
okay,
2, yes, all day. It's up in top 3,
okay.
and I feel like the impact that game's left. It's for like that kind of stance. I mean, it's no Smash top 10, but
We can, but here's the thing with Ocarina of Time. Like Ocarina of Time at 2 or 3 is fine as well. It's just like it really depends on who you ask, I guess. Right? It's like
oh, that's the thing. Everyone's gonna have different
yeah,
opinions. You're
because
never gonna get the same opinion as everyone. I just feel like Mario 64 1. It's the most traditional pick, yes, but it deserves it because you think about it. That was a launch game. It came out when the 64 came out, and
yeah,
it's crazy to think the best 64 game is a launch game.
yeah. But that's the same thing with Super Nintendo though. Like Super Mario World's also the best game.
Yep, and it was a launch game, and I feel that way. Mario 64, it's like it was the first character to go into the 3D realm from Nintendo, and it
Yeah,
did it.
yeah,
And to me, they haven't. I mean, you still have people talk about Mario 64 as being, revolutionary, and I
yeah.
feel like to me that was the pinnacle where like everyone's played that game. Everyone, you don't have to like bring
Yeah,
and Joe Schmo down the road. It's like, oh, I remember playing Mario 64, and like everyone always quotes that, they played it. Everyone's played Mario 64. Find me
mm,
5 people who have not played Mario 64, and I'll call you a liar.
right. And I agree with that. Yeah, that is a fair point. You make a strong argument here.
And then you even have the DS version. You have Mario
Yeah.
64 DS. So the people who never played it, kids growing up who had DSs played it on DS. And they even added new stuff. You got Yoshi in that, Wario and Luigi. And they made it better even, I think. I mean, it wasn't, I don't know. It was a little better. Because they
Okay.
added new. And then the fact, I mean, it just, to me, it was mind blowing in 96, 97 playing Mario 64, thinking,
Yeah.
like, it's awesome, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what you want from a video game. You want a good soundtrack. You want fun. You want, you can easily go back and play. I can easily go back and play that game over. And it's funny we talk about this because I was just on Twitch, looking at
Yeah.
stuff. And there's this guy who always does speed runs on Mario 64. And I was watching him, and like he plays this game every fucking day. He's always trying to beat his world record. His record is like 1 hour 41 minutes.
Wow.
Now the thing is though, to be able to do that though, you have to do it on the Japanese version.
Yeah.
The American one is too much, I guess, like different like flaws and stuff, and like you can't get it to the same point. Oh, stop. Trying to take
Yeah,
out
no,
plush here.
you're trying to what?
Pablo here trying to take out my Charmander plush.
Got it. Yeah, no, I could Mario 64 being one isn't like a hot take. I think here's my hot take though, like because Zelda being the first 3D Zelda, like Ocarina of Time, like it's an iconic game. Like it's probably most people our age. It's debatably with like because Breath of the Wild I think changes that a little bit now, but overall, you ask most Zelda fans, like you're gonna have some people who are Breath of the Wild, but I think most people are gonna always gravitate towards Ocarina of Time. Like that's as being like their favorite Zelda game.
But what about
But
Smash? Is Smash number 2 then?
no, Smash is off the list.
Oh,
We can't just add Smash back on the list.
Smash don't deserve to be on there.
So I think I can put Banjo-Kazooie too because I really really love Banjo-Kazooie, and that's why like I was struggling with why I said like the three are kind of interchangeable, but I think you could put Banjo-Kazooie at 2, and that'd be you could make a pretty great argument because like everything you said about Super Mario 64 applies, but I think Banjo-Kazooie took that formula and improved upon it.
Yes and no. So if you want someone to play a 64, say someone who's never played it, you give them a 64. What game are you always going to give them with it? Mario 64.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because that's the game everyone knows, and everyone knows Mario. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people know Banjo, sure, but is everyone going to know Banjo?
Probably. I mean, not you have to be a gamer, I think, to know Banjo. Like, I don't think you like. He's not, I guess, relevance in like pop culture. Like, a lot of people won't be like, "Oh, it's Banjo."
Yep, not like a Mario.
Correct.
And that's my. I mean, I love Banjo. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
go down. It's just I feel like Mario 64 should be above Banjo Kazooie in that
Yeah.
point.
So,
But
like, but like, you're okay with Banjo being behind it then, like at 2.
yeah. Oh, so you want Ocarina of Time at 3?
Yeah, I could because I think Ocarina of Time is a great game. Like, and all the same things you say about Mario to a degree can apply to Zelda because it was like literally the first 3D one. But like, I don't know, like it's not like there are certain things about that game that aren't great, like the camera and stuff like
I
that.
really
So
got
there's some issues.
Banjo now, huh? I really got you thinking about Banjo now, huh?
Well, I love Banjo. Like I literally love Banjo. So it's like that wasn't that hard of a take for me.
Yeah, Banjo. Great.
All right. Yeah, so
That's it.
all
That's
right.
the list. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Ring the bell. Stock market's closing. That's the list.
All
If
right.
you stocks in any of those games, sorry, you're fucked.
Yeah, all these games are gonna shoot up on eBay now. I'm kidding. Um
They'll be there.
all right. So just to recap our list, that was actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. So what we have our top 10 N64 games list, and we're going to stick to this. We're not going to change it. This will be the permanent Alpha Nerd top 10 list, regardless of opinion. So we have number 1, Mario 64. Number 2, Banjo-Kazooie. Number 3, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Number 4, GoldenEye. Number 5, Bomberman Hero. I'm glad you advocated for Bomberman Hero like you did. This makes me happy. Because we're both Bomberman guys. And I think that game doesn't get enough credit. Like either game, but yeah. So I agree with you there. Mario Party 2, Star Fox, Diddy Kong Racing, Paper Mario, and then rounding out the top 10, WWF No Mercy. I think that's a solid fucking list, though.
That's it. End it there. That's it.
And honestly, so say if somebody wanted to collect physically, I don't think getting any one of those 10 games is crazy. Like I don't think like any of them are really unreasonably priced.
Challenge. Beat all 10
Huh?
of them by the end of the year.
What I didn't hear what you said. What is that?
Here's your challenge. Beat all 10 of those games by the end of the year.
Beat all 10 of these games?
Yeah, 100% each one.
Okay. What if there's some here that I already beat? Like literally, like like No Mercy will take me like a weekend, not even. I could do the story mode where they inserted Stevie Richards because they sent Big Show to OVW for being fat. That's like the greatest thing ever. Where like you play that story mode and it's literally Stevie Richards in the WWF title picture, and it's awesome.
And one time only.
Yeah, it's so funny. But you know what? That is a fair. How many of these games have you beaten? I'm assuming all of them.
Majority, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so
Actually, I think I might have beat all of them.
I feel like you did. Well, does one beat Mario Party? Like, I've never played the single player, so I like.
The only way you could really beat Mario Party is if you unlocked every minigame, which I'm pretty sure I unlocked every minigame in
Yeah,
my. I still have my OG version when I was a kid.
yeah. Because I'll have to see if that has a single. Does it have a single player? I never
You could
play.
play,
Like, I okay.
like if you don't have any friends over, or
Because
say
like Mario Party was always like a rental for me, so I never sat down and be like, oh, I'm gonna play some fucking Mario Party. Like I just never thought to do that. But yeah, if it has a single player, I'll check it out.
yeah,
I'm
it's
in.
it's the same thing as the party. It's just you're playing of computers.
You know what my favorite thing about Mario Party is, and I always say this. The same thing with almost like Super Mario Brothers, like the new one. It lets you find out who your real friends are because like that time where you can go steal a fucking star. And I'm always like, you would always be playing with like a cousin or a relative. Like, don't you fucking do it. Don't you
Don't you
fucking
do
do
it?
it.
Don't you do it? And then they do it. Okay, I know your place. I know where I am.
Or the same thing with like New Super Mario Brothers. We need to power up, and like you have that one friend who fucking already has everything, and then they grab it. You're like, why? That is sick. That is awesome. I may have to get that. You said it was what, $50 on eBay?
It's about that. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't make our top 10 list on 64 though.
Because I
Look
think it
at
was
what's
because
in conversation. Glover. Even look at it back right there. Where's it?
so the reason that's awesome. I see the reason we didn't do that because it was multi-plat. That was the only reason.
Oh, was this only like?
Yeah, these were only exclusives. Like that because had we gone multi-console, I thought that would have been a little kind of like a little wild. Because like imagine seeing an N64 list with like Resident Evil 2 on it. Like,
But yeah, I gotcha.
yeah, so that was why. And then like, what do you want to do next? Speaking of it, which console do you want to do next? I have two that I'm thinking of.
GameCube.
Okay, so GameCube. Because then the other one I was thinking was Game Boy. Like,
Yeah.
you're not a big Game Boy guy.
I mean, there's games I like for it, but I'm not like. I don't think I could legit narrow 10 games I like for Game Boy. It's rough. I mean, I would really have to dig deep. That'd be a hard one because there's a lot of
Okay.
games like shovelware back in the
Yeah.
day.
Okay. Yeah, we can do GameCube next. That'll be a fun list. Because I feel like that one actually might be harder.
Yeah, like, I think GameCube because there's a lot. I'm looking at my GameCube stuff now, and oh my god, I think the 64 one was easy for me because that stuff I know like by heart. GameCube's kind of more like there's a lot of bangers on GameCube, and I don't
Yeah.
think people realize that.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm excited for that list.
yeah, that'd be a fun one to do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna grab a bunch of my GameCube shit and start like playing it to kind of refresh my memory a little bit. Are you excited for Switch 2 to get GameCube stuff?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me. Let's say that.
For me, it does because like some of those Switch or some of those GameCube games now are like crazy. Where I saw like they had like Chibi Robo and Path of Radiance, like some of those games that are like well in the $300-$400 range
Oh,
now.
it's gonna have value at it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't see. I know you don't necessarily. Do you collect for value? I don't really think you do.
No,
I think you just. Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
wait for it to drop down so I can buy it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
waiting.
figured. But yeah, there are some people who were like snapping out when they saw like, oh, GameCube's gonna go down. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like
Sell, 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 sell.
right. Like if you're, I always say if you're investing in like retro collecting as your retirement, you might be an asshole. But, like,
Yeah, you're in the wrong market.
yeah, like go buy crypto or something. Fuck, buddy.
If you're buying games and you think this is your retirement plan, go buy some stocks. Sell the games
Right.
down, buy the stock with that money because you're in the wrong game. Even this
Right. Yeah.
joke anymore, but still,
Yeah.
that's a different.
Absolutely. But hey, it's been a good show. This was fun. This was fun. I'm glad we did this. Why don't you plug your stuff? Where can people find you?
I'll just plug it right in. So I am Shaner64. I'm on YouTube. Link will be down below. You'll probably have it on there.
Correct.
I have a merch thing. I don't know. You buy a shirt. I really don't care if you do or not. I mean, it's done. I haven't looked at that in a while. So if you buy a shirt, thank you, and you wear it, I appreciate you because I do have a couple of people who do, and they actually have the shirts. That's awesome.
I bought a shirt a few years ago and I got like lost when I moved. I got to buy a new one.
Buy a new one. Help
Yeah.
it, bro. Help me tonight.
Feed me more.
I need pizza. But the other thing too is my wife has a Twitch. I really support her hardcore. I mean, I'm on Twitch too, but I'll be honest, I don't do shit on there.
Yeah, neither do I.
I mean, I go on there for fun, but yeah, support her. That's a Atanas is killer, I think, or something. You could have the link down below in that.
Yeah, I'll
too.
have the link. Yep.
Yeah, check her
Yeah.
out to her Twitch. Follow her if you haven't. Subscribe to her. I'm a big supporter of her. I'm the mod, so remember, I'm a moderator first, a husband second. I'm watching chat. I'm doing God's work.
That's
But
good stuff.
I'm having fun with that. She streams every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday is always Helldivers. Tuesday is Viewer's Choice Tuesday, where you can actually pick a game for her to play. She just started Life is Strange. This
That's a good
past
game.
Yes, that was my pick actually for her to
Yeah.
play. Before that, she did The Last of Us, which she completed the first one, first
Yeah.
play, and then Wednesdays are kind of just whatever
Yeah.
Wednesday, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
Um, we were doing Split Fiction, and I think this past Wednesday she did Still Wakes the Deep.
Okay.
She started playing that. Now that was a new one. So I mean, she switches it up. She's a variety streamer. She likes to switch it up. But my YouTube channel is YouTube. Can't talk. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
My YouTube. Well, you can check that out. Like I said, N64. I haven't done a video in there in a while. I think the last one I did was my physical media one, which was a couple months.
Mhm.
So I'm a little behind on that. But I mainly do Visa View now. I feel like I didn't retire of the channel, but it's still kind of there.
Yeah.
It will come back when it needs to. It's on a
Yeah.
hiatus. It's on a
All
nice
right.
hiatus right now. When it wants to come back, it'll come back, and it'll come back stronger than ever. Believe that
Awesome, man.
right now. But that's the biggest my so my Instagram link will be down below, whatever,
Yep.
sure.
All your links will be there.
All my links except for
Yeah.
Zelda link that
No.
there. And if you didn't like this list, I really don't care. That's
Right.
my opinion. If you don't like it, oh well. I mean, everyone's opinions are going to be different. Everyone is going to have their own take. I mean, if you're mad at me for taking Smash off, sorry. If you're mad at me for taking Mario Kart off, sorry. I'm really not, because that's my opinion. I mean, I love those games. Don't say I don't. I love Mario. I mean, I still have my OG Mario Kart 64 from 1997. So if you're going to say, oh, he doesn't like Mario Kart, go to hell. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you that all day long. I have my OG Mario Kart 64 card. I'll put it in right now. I'll play you. I'm just say, if people are gonna bitch about bad, Diddy Kong Racing is superior. Make Diddy Kong great again.
I agree with you, man. I've been championing that drum for years. Diddy Kong
I'll
is
say
better
it
than
all
Mario
the
Kart.
time. People always
Yeah.
ask what's the best racer in 64. Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm right with you. So that's been our show. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Alpha Nerds Prime.
Yes, and
And
skills as well. Check out the last one on the Switch
yeah.
too. I like I said, that's a good watch. I watched that the other day, and I'm like, I was pondering about watching it. Who's your one friend on there? I don't think I know him.
That was Austin. He does a separate show with our buddy Seth, and so yeah, he was that was the first time he was on.
I think I'll have to do a show with Seth with you guys, because I feel
Oh
like
yeah, you're more
I
than
would have some
welcome.
good opinions with him. I think
Yeah,
I would go at it with some stuff with him.
good.
I was,
We love some debates.
I was like, I'm like, I could talk this guy's ear off. I think that's like
Yeah,
that's
dude.
always in my head. I'm like, I need to be a part of this. Either
Yeah,
that
dude.
or do
Next,
4-way, do all
yeah.
four.
So yeah, one of these times I'll get a 4-way going, and we can definitely hammer a fun topic out.
Fun, yeah.
Alrighty, well it's been a great show. Thank you everybody for listening, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.
Peace.